So hey, hello everyone, myself Manoj Kumar, your physics faculty on APJ Academy. So today I am going to start a very new chapter which is semiconductor, but before starting I want that you should rate that what is the quality of broadcast today. So 1 is the least and 10 is the most, that everything is fine, my audio and video is fine, so you can rate this quality of broadcast as 10. So please let me know that how's the quality of broadcast. So hello guys. I hope that I am audible and visible. Is everything fine? You can give this dap also. And please do let me know that is everything fine. Shall we move on? Anyone? Okay, no issues. So I think that everything is fine. So also, wait. So also, let me know that how your preparation is going on. Is it on the track? Is it going a little bit slow? So if you are feeling very tense that your preparation is not at all good, so you can rate your preparation as 1. If you are thinking that your preparation is okay, then you can rate your preparation as 2. And if you feel that everything is fine, your preparation is going cool, and the best which you can do, you can rate your preparation as 3. Okay, so let's move ahead. After knowing that what's your strength, what's your weakness, because this is very important when you are preparing for JEE exam. If you know your SWOT analysis. Do you know how many of you know about the SWOT analysis, which is the proven methodology which is being used by many professionals to know about what are their strengths, what are their weakness, what are their opportunities, and what are their threats. So before starting the session, I would like to introduce myself, that my name is Manoj Kumar and I am physics faculty on APJ Academy. So I'll be taking physics lecture for you. And I did my engineering from IPU Delhi in electrical and electronics, and since then I have been teaching the students like you. So it's almost 8 years, and I worked with many institutes in online and offline, and I gave so many good results, and in these 8 years always 100%. So I'm passionate about physics, that's why I'm teaching physics here. So let's start. So today's chapter is the semiconductor. Okay. So do anyone know about the semiconductor? What is semiconductor and why we require semiconductor? Or when we have a device which is known as conductor, which will conduct when we are applying the electrical field, and there is very less hindrance to the current, and then we have insulator which will not at all a conductor, which will not conduct any electricity when we are putting that insulator in the electrical field. So why we require semiconductor? And if you are following the technology world, you would be knowing that this is the future industry, and this is very much important that India would gain some very good engineers in semiconductors if they want to excel in this technology. And every mobile which you are using, every laptop which you are using will be using this technology and is using this technology. So Shall I start the formal lecture of the semiconductor? Is everything okay? So please let me know how many of you are online, and are we on the same page? Do let me know, guys. Are you getting what I am? I hope that everything is fine and we can move ahead, isn't it? Hello Surya. Hello Surya, how are you? How's your preparation going on? And today we have to study semiconductors. So let me start, and this is my habit that I'll always start with the basics so that any student who जिसने पढ़ा भी नहीं होगा वो भी सीख लेगा, ठीक है? So I'm starting this. So let's imagine that there is a world. Let's imagine that we enter into a planet in this universe, which planet is known as Earth, right? And on this Earth we have many living organisms, but we can say that the most intelligent living organism on Earth is the scientist. So what does scientists do? Basically, I would say that scientists are the best observer. They observe everything and find out that what properties the objects are possessing and what are the laws that governs all the physical natures, right? So basically, if I have to say in one word that what does scientists do, is the first and foremost thing is that they observe everything in this universe and they want to make it very concise so that anyone can understand. But many a time we feel that no, scientists are doing a worse thing, like they are making everything complicated, right? Yeah, Surya. So please share this session with your friend Surya, and if you are liking this video, then please let me know. Okay. So if you face any problem anywhere when I am teaching you, you can tell me. Okay. So we have a scientist who is a very good observer, and after observing they are basically doing only two things. First one is naming, right? As you know that whenever we are observing some phenomena or something, we have to name them, right? And with naming in scientific era, we have some definition associated with that, and definition means that there is some boundary for that naming, right? We can't include everything in this definition. Then the second thing I would say, what the scientists are doing is formulating laws, right? So first they observe the things, and after observing they would be naming the things, like this thing will be known as by this name, right? And we many a time accounted that scientists would be naming the things based on his or her name. So that's why we found many principles, or we would say the laws, based on his or her own name. Okay. So second thing is formulating the laws. So we have so many laws in physics which we have to study, right? So why I am telling this in semiconductor, because this is the way I wanted that each of my student would be knowing that what is the basic of these things, right? Similarly, if we see that in this world, how many types of element exist, right? If we see that what is there in this universe, then the scientists saw many things, like they are seeing the fan is there, the wall is here, the light is here. So they are seeing so many things, but ultimately scientists want to be concise. Scientists want to simplify the things. So they simplify and said that everything which you are seeing around you can be categorized as matter, right? The thing means पूरा मुद्दा ही खत्म हो गया. Means the moment he said that everything around you can be considered as matter, right? And as we know that matter is made up of elements, and there are around 118 plus elements exist in this universe, and we can classify and categorize these elements in a periodic table. And who made the periodic table? Russians. Okay? Russians are so intelligent, so Russians made this periodic table. And on the left hand side we found that there are metals. On the right hand side we found that there are non-metals, and there is a zigzag line separating the metals from the non-metals, and this zigzag line is known as semiconductors. So we will be dealing with this semiconductor in detail in this lecture and the future lecture which I would be taking on this semiconductor. So first of all, I would like to introduce, or I would like to briefly describe what is metals, what is non-metals. So anyone from you can tell me that what is metal, what are non-metals, and what are semiconductors. Does anyone knows about this? Because this is the basic question which you might get in your board exam. But when we are preparing for JEE, we do not need to mug up the definitions. We should know that what are the principles and how we can apply these principles while solving the numericals and conceptual questions. So in physics, I'll be teaching you that how to tackle these MCQs, and I'm champ in that. So tell me, Surya, you are there? Surya, are you there? No idea. No idea. So tell me that. See, the only way you can win the game is by playing the game. So you have to give the answers when I am asking you, because this is the only way through which you can learn. You can make the mistakes here in the session, but you are not supposed to make mistakes while you are attempting the JEE questions, because there, if you attempt wrong, then you would be rewarded, or I would say that you would be punished by negative marks, right? Surya, are you getting it? So I'll be describing this thing for you. So I told you that everything around us can be considered as matter, and matter are made up from elements, and if we classify these elements, we can say that the Russian scientists did a very fantastic job and classify and separated it into a periodic table. So left hand side we have metals. What is special in metals? Metals are considered as conductors. What are conductors? Conductors are anything, I would say that conductors are anything that have free electrons that can move. So if free electrons can move, I would say that the charge can move, and it would be easy to carry the current through it, right? So conductors are the elements, or I would say that the material that would be having free electrons, and that will there are so many free electrons that are easy to move, right, when we will be applying the electrical field around the conductors. So conductors is there, right? I would be saying that the conductivity is high, resistivity is low, or I can say resistance is low. Okay, so these are the only things which I would that I should know about the conductors, then here we have known metals on right hand side. So metals are basically classified as insulators. They do not have free electrons. And they do not conduct electricity at all. Even at high voltage, they are very, I would say that the resistive in conducting the electricity. So we have, if I am a person, on left hand side I am having a conductor which conducts electricity, or I would say that conductors is having very large number of free electrons. Very large number of free electrons. Okay, and on, this is my left hand side, this is my right hand side. On right hand side I am having an insulator which is having no free electrons at all. So it won't be doing the conduction work, right? Surya, Mithilesh, I hope that I am audible and visible, right? So I am saying that on left hand side I am having a conductor which will be conducting if I am applying a very low voltage. Okay, so even if you apply a very low voltage, it would be conducting because there is very less resistance in the conductors. And if I am talking about the insulators, then there are no free electrons, right? There are no free electrons, so it won't be conducting. So what happened? Basically, what is the problem with this conductor and the insulator is that one is conducting at a very very high rate. I would not be able to control it. Okay, so controlling the flow of electrons is very difficult. Because when you are having a very large number of free electrons, then if you are applying the electrical field, then due to this electrical field, the electrons or the charges in the conductor would be getting the force, and due to that force it would start moving, right? See the flow. First of all, I am having a conductor, I am applying the electrical field. Due to the electrical field, it would be experiencing the force, right? You know that F is equals to QE. Due to that force, it will be moving because it is free, it can go anywhere, so it will be moving. But I could not control the flow of electrons, that how many electrons I want that it would flow, right? So very difficult to notice that in the conductor it is very difficult to control the flow of electrons. So we found out many devices to control the flow of electrons, and we started with the vacuum tubes. If you go on to the history of electronics, so if I would be saying that history said that I want to control the flow of electrons, to control the flow of electrons, we started with vacuum tubes. Right? As you know that in the era of first generation of computer, we used vacuum tubes, and there are so many devices which we used at that time. So in those devices, they were very bulky, and it is very hard to carry them. It is very hard to maintain them. So obviously we need to improvise that, right? So we started with this vacuum tube and so on. We ended up with this semiconductor which I will be teaching here. And before starting the semiconductor, I will be giving you some basics that would be required. Okay, Surya. So many a time a question can be asked like how you can distinguish semiconductor from the conductors and insulators. So I would be saying that the semiconductor would be having the conductivity in between the conductors and insulator, right? If anyone asks you one basic question that what is semiconductors, you can say that the conductivity of semiconductor is between the conductors and insulator, right? So you can write this point that the conductivity is between conductors and insulators, right? And the second point is that with increase in temperature, its resistance, what will happen to its resistance? Will it increase or decrease? Tell me. No, tell me, what will happen? Like generally, when we talk about a conductor resistance, then R naught 1 plus alpha delta T is the equation which we are using, like to show the variation of resistance with the effect of temperature change. So I am saying that if I am increasing the temperature, then what would happen to the resistance of the semiconductor? Please let me know that what would happen to the resistance of semiconductor. And yeah, Surya, please chat. No one? It's very simple. When you are increasing the temperature, the resistance of semiconductor decreases and the conductivity increases. So this is a special. Sir, your voice is not clear. Is it like this, Kavya? Is it really? Is I am audible, or is it creating some difficulties? I'll check. Kavya, I think that everything is fine from my side. Are you getting voice? Hello? Is it now clear, Kavya? Okay, so in which class you are, Kavya? So shall I start? अभी भी फटी फटी आ रही है वॉइस, काव्या. I think that now it's fine. Now perfect. Okay. Two voice were coming, right? 11th. Okay. So are you done with your exams, or is it still pending, Kavya? Clear now. Okay. So let me start. and I am starting with the band theory. This is very important that you should know that what is band theory. To knowing the band theory, I would be starting with very basic element, right? If you know, done, clear now. Okay, so Kavya, I'm starting with the band theory. I hope that you would be knowing the how to do electronic configuration, right? So prerequisite, there is prerequisite for this topic, and that is electronic configuration. If you do not know about this electronic configuration, I would be teaching that. Okay? So electronic configuration. So if I am taking the example of nitrogen, can anyone tell what is the atomic number of nitrogen? Anyone from you can tell me that what is the atomic number of nitrogen? Kavya, Surya, and please share this session with your friend. I'll be taking your classes regularly. So these are small things which matters a lot for me when you are sharing with your friends, because we'll be getting motivated like you, right? And I'm telling you that while preparing for JEE, the exam which requires so much, that requires, I would be saying that requires only two things from your side. If you want to crack IIT in the first attempt, I have seen so many students, and I have seen so many friends of mine also who cracked the IITs. So only two things is required. You know what are these two things? First thing is the hard work, that have no substitution, and the second thing is having isolation. If you can't isolate yourself from your friends, then it is very difficult that you can crack this exam like JEE, and you would be sitting in the IITs of India. And the first and foremost thing is the hard work. You have to do the hard work, right? Surya, no. Kavya, tell me, what is the atomic number of nitrogen? I hope that you would be knowing. What is the you do not know? Okay, I'll give easy one. I'll give easy. Sodium. I hope that you should be knowing what is the atomic number of sodium, right? So tell me, what is the atomic number of sodium? 7. What, Surya, no. Tell me, what is the atomic number of sodium? This is very important. You have to remember these atomic numbers. Tell me. Kavya, Surya. Madhu. Madhu is saying 7. I don't think so. Surya is saying something else. Array, it's you should keep a periodic table near your study table, so that you would be able to learn all the periodic numbers, I would be saying the atomic number. Yes, Madhu is right now. Now Madhu is right. So Madhu is saying that the atomic number of sodium is 11. So from where you got that, Madhu? So I hope that I would not be taking so much time. The atomic number of sodium is 11. Then what will be the electronic configuration of this sodium? Okay, I want that you would be doing the electronic configuration that what you had learned in your chemistry classes, and I hope that you know this thing: 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, right? So you know that this is how we generally do electronic configuration, right? So for atomic number Z is equals to 11, what will be the electronic configuration? Because this is very helpful if we want to learn, or if we want to understand that what is the band theory and why this name band is coming here. And yes, Surya, Madhu, and tell me from which state you are and your current class. Yeah. I think that you are weak in chemistry, right? So I am saying it. If you want to crack IIT JEE, you need to be master of some and jack of all subjects. You have to master some subjects from 3 subjects: physics, chemistry and maths. You have to master some subjects. I would be saying that like if you are mastering only one subject, I would be choosing the physics, or if you are good at mathematics, you would be choosing the mathematics, and after that you should be applying all your jacks for the other subjects, right? So what will be the electronic configuration? Intermediate. Okay, Madhu? No idea. How? But I am saying that in S orbit, the maximum number of electrons which can be added or which can be resided is 2. The maximum number of electrons which can be added into the p orbit is 6. Okay, and so on will be going on. So if I am having sodium, then I could say that the electronic configuration of sodium is what? 1s2, 2s, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1s1, 3s1, right? How many of you agree that what I wrote is correct? Surya, Madhu, are you all agree that what I wrote is correct, or any modification I need to do? So I am going with the band theory. So if I am taking an isolated atom of sodium, okay, so if I am taking an isolated atom of sodium and considering these electronic configuration as the level of energies, because as you know from Pauli's exclusion principle that these are the basically the energy levels. So when we are doing the electronic configuration or the fulfilling of the electrons, then the lowermost orbits will be fulfilled earlier as compared to the orbits which is having the higher energies, right? So for an isolated atom, isolated means I have only single sodium atom. Okay, if I am having only single atom of sodium, then the energy level would be like this. I am drawing this as a you are having these stairs, right? So a ladder like structures I am drawing. So it will be the energy level of 1s, right? It will be the energy level of 2s. Here the energy level of 2p, and here the energy level of 3s, right? I hope that you remember that here there are 2 electrons, here there are 2 electrons, here there are 6 electrons, right? And here the 1 electrons, right? For single electron, the energy level diagram would be like this. For single isolated atom of sodium, the energy level diagram would be like this. Are you getting it? First of all, what we did is we choose the atomic number on which I have to work on. Okay, so I choose the sodium, which is the easiest atomic number, and with this sodium I would be explaining you the concept of band theory. So I told you that the electronic configuration of sodium will be like this. So if I am considering all these orbits like energy levels, so I am drawing this energy level in this format, like 1s is the energy level, 2s is the energy level, 2p is the energy level, 3s is energy level. So this is basically a energy level diagram of an isolated atom. Okay, one single atom of sodium. So Madhu, Surya, are you all getting, and are you on the same page what I am explaining it, right? If you are all done, then please give me the thumbs ups. Okay, Madhu, you have written it. Okay, fine, fine, fine. You can give me the DAP. Show me the DAP smiley. Emojis. Be more interactive in the live classes so that you will be attentive throughout the class which I am conducting, right? So I am taking this here, right? So this is basically a energy level diagram, and if I am telling you that there are n number of atoms, if I am telling you that there are n number of atoms, then what would happen? Sorry, Madhu 11. Okay. Tamil Nadu. Fine. So see what I am saying, that if you are considering the n number of atoms, like I am taking now n sodium, and here also sodium. So I am taking a piece of sodium where there are n number of atoms. So what would happen when I am taking this sodium as a single atom, then there are energy level associated with only one atom, right? If I am considering like I am explaining you this with this wire, right? So I am having this wire, I am having this board with me, right? Okay, a cuboid with me, and I am telling you when there is only single atom, then the energy level of 1s, there will be only one line associated with 1s, right? There will be only one line associated with the energy level of 1s, right? For single atom, there will be only one s, right? Another will be 2s. There will be only one s. But what if I am having n number of atoms? Then there will be n number of atoms which will be having 1s orbit. How many of you are getting this? Then there are n number. When there are n number of atoms, then there will be n number of energy levels which will be 1s. So I would say that the 1s will be like this. These all are 1s according to the number of atoms I am taking. So there will be n number of 1s. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? So it will be like a band. Like if you are seeing this, so it will be appear like a band, right? There are friendship band. I hope that you might be getting the friendship band on the friendship day. Once upon a time I also got when I was in the college. So how many of you are understanding, right? Correct, Madhu? So when I am taking the n number, there would be n times this 1s, right? If I am having the two electrons in 1s orbit, then it will be 2n number of electrons in this 1s band. Okay, so it will be considered like a band. I hope that you are getting this. And similarly, we will be having 2s band. Okay, similarly we will be having 3s band, 2p band, 3s band, and so on. It will be going, and it will be considered as a band, right? Tell me, are you on the same page? Are you on the same page and getting what I want to convey? Are you getting the feel of physics, that how we want to understand this band theory? We took very simple example, like we know that everything around us is matter, and matter is made up of atoms. And if I am taking the atom, then we know that the atom is having the atomic numbers, and atomic numbers have some energy levels. So for individual atoms, there will be energy levels like this. If I am having a complete matter, then there will be n number of atoms, and for n number of atoms, there will be band of 1s. There will be band of 2s, there will be band of 2p, there will be band of 3s. So from now onwards, when I am saying the band, in your mind you would be knowing that I am considering n number of atoms. I am considering the total molecule, and through this total molecule I will be considering this thing. Are you getting this? Can we move forward? Shall we move, Surya? So moving ahead, before moving ahead to the questions, I would be sharing some information about the APJ Academy, or we can say the APJ Academies, that what are the benefits of APJ Academies. First of all, this is a free YouTube channel where you can attend so many free classes for physics, chemistry and mathematics. So I would be telling you that you should subscribe this channel immediately. And for PDF material or free classes, announcement, discounts and prizes, you can be a part of this Telegram group. You can scan this code from your phone. Okay, so the name of the Telegram channel is APJ Academy, NEET or JEE, whatever you are following, right? So you can use this scanner code. And so let me start with some questions, but before doing some questions, I will be telling you that there are so many free classes here regularly on this channel. So do not miss and hit the subscribe button with the bell icon. Okay. And for our paid courses, we have around 90 plus classes in our courses. It is very much structured, and this is pre-recorded so that you won't feel that you are missing out something, or there is some time waste for you. So it is very convenient that you can attend our lectures from mobile phones, tablets, I would be saying the iPhones if you are having. So from anywhere from which you can access the internet, you can be accessing our courses, right? And the syllabus for JEE syllabus is completed by experts like me, who is teaching JEE students from last 8 years. And the most important method is what we are using here is the flipped classroom method. So anyone here who is using, who knows about that what is flipped classroom? So Madhu, Surya and Kavya, anyone who knows that what is this flipped classroom method? No? Basically flipped classroom is nothing but what we are doing is we are providing you a small video having the concept, like if when I was a child, I have a habit, like whenever I buy new books during the start of the session, I would be seeing that book completely. Okay, by seeing the images, I'm thinking that what teacher would be teaching in that topic, right? So flipped classroom is similarly to that method, and this is being used by many European educational institutes or the universities, I would be saying, and this is the best method which is currently very popular in Europe. Okay, so India is also following this flipped classroom method. And the other thing is that the doubt solving practice. So I'll be solving your doubts regularly, because when you are preparing for JEE, if you are not getting doubts, that means that you are not solving your assignments, your DPPs. So I'll be sharing the DPPs with you, and I'll also taking live sessions for you. Okay, so first of all, how our classrooms look like. First we give you theory, after that we give you the study material. You have to prepare it on your own, you have to read it, and after these two things are completed, these two steps are completed, right? I told you, like when I was a child, I have a habit of going through the books, flipping the pages and guessing the work, like what teacher would be teaching in that topic, right? And if I got some time, I would be reading those few lines, and then I goes to the classroom. So in the classroom, I will be teaching you complete, that would be a webinar, or I would be saying that it would be the online class. And after this online class, I'll be giving you the homework which you have to attempt. And if while attempting the homework, if you are getting some problems, then I'll be checking your homework and assisting you as per your level, because personal one-to-one mentorship will be provided, right? So these are three basic plans which we are having. The first one is the light, second one smart, and the third one is the professional plan. So these are the features which we are providing you. For the light feature, we are providing you the interactive live classes just like this. On a smart board, I'll be teaching you. Structured course is there with the PDFs. There will be live tests available. Tests are very important, because when you are preparing for JEE exam, then completing the course is not an issue, because as you know that the teacher will be completing the syllabus as soon as they can. And the first and foremost thing matter a lot is that how much practice you are doing. So live tests are there, physical notes will be provided to you, and if you are buying the smart package, then you will be getting the personal one-to-one mentorship, live doubt solving classes, mock tests regularly you'll be getting. And for the professional, you would be getting the additional special courses or the classes which we will be providing to you. Okay, and this is the price for the month. 2990 is the price. It is very much very low price in which we are giving you, and the JEE dates are declared. So the exam is from 16th to 21st April, the first session. So why you are waiting? If you really want to crack these exams, enroll now, and I'll be giving you the I'll be giving you the discount, right? So let's move to the question. Shall we start with the questions? or see you soon? No? We'll be doing some questions. After that, I'll end the lectures. Right? So, I just revised what we did in today's sessions. So I started with a very basic story that what does scientists do, right? And many of you might be knowing this story almost. So I told you that on Earth we have the most intelligent person, right? The most intelligent, I would be saying, the living organism, which is Homo sapiens, and from Homo sapiens we have the category of scientist. The scientists observe and do only two things. The first thing is the naming. They name, right? They name different phenomena, they name different material. And the second thing, yes, the promo code is Manoj JEE. And the second thing, what they did, is forming the laws. Okay, these are the two things what they will be doing. And in this universe, if we would be seeing, then anything can be categorized as matter. Anything that has mass and occupies space can be categorized as matter. Like if we are seeing our world, there are only two things. First is the matter, second is the energy. There are only two things exist for a physicist, matter and energy. If I am talking about the matter, then matters are further made using the elements. And in this element, I told you that we have a periodic table. And in this periodic table, we have a classification, beautiful classification done by the Russians. Left hand side we have metals and right hand side we have non-metals. And the zigzag line which is dividing this metal and non-metal is classified as semiconductors. Okay, so this is classified as semiconductors, and in this semiconductor, I give you basic idea of bands. I didn't discuss the band theory yet. I'll be discussing this band theory in the future section, future classes. Today I only discussed about that what is band, right? So I told you that if I am considering single atom, then there will be energy levels like this. If I am considering the multiple atoms, then there will be bands. I hope that this thing is clear to you. Is it, Madhu, Surya? Is it clear? So when you are, Manoj JEE is the code which you have to use when you are buying the course from APJ Academy. I think that it is clear. If it is clear and you enjoy the class, give me this dap. Give me this dap if everything is clear. We will be continuing this session further from this band. Okay, so the promo code, I was telling you the promo code. So the promo code is Manoj JEE. Promo code is Manoj JEE. So the price is very less, 2990. and special crash courses are going on. Okay, so this is the best time when you can buy this course and ensure that you would be in the IITs in the August month. Okay, as you know that the exams are already declared. The first session is starting from 16th of April to the 21st April. So do not wait and enroll now. Okay, so we will be meeting in future classes. So see you again soon. You can download, you can use these scanners to chat with the faculties, and you for the Telegram group you can use this scanner. Okay, so this is for Telegram group. Telegram channel, and for chat with the faculties you can use this scanner. So we'll be meeting again. Keep remember that if you are buying the course, you can use this code Manoj JE. Okay, so till then, bye. We will meet again, and I will start the semiconductors from the band theory in the future classes. So bye bye.